And I'm going to check my phone and make sure. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome everyone to another episode of Diary of an Impactor. This week, our today's guest is none other than my sister from another mister. We share the same name, except hers is with a K, but I still love her. Because I don't know, something about Erika being spelled with a C and a K. People don't know this, but we have a real thing about misspelling our name.
Baby.
Like, my name, and I'm sure you like don't add a C to my name, and don't do a CK combined, because
I introduced myself. My name is Erika with a K, no C.
And I say Erika with a C, even at the grocery store, whatever. Yeah, so
I'm adamant about that. I think it's disrespectful when you
disrespectful.
mispronounce my name. You're disrespectful.
If you see my name like on social or on my card or something, and then you still ask me my name or you misspell it, now you're trying to come for me.
Or you text me and misspell my name in my inbox, right on Facebook, right on social media. Like,
can I be honest? Can I just be transparent and say this? I blocked them.
I check them.
Because my thing is, I use network for three things. I use social media for three things. That is to do real relationship building, to build the kingdom, and to build my bank account. You mean to tell me that, see, there's attention and appreciation in the details. You mean to tell me when you go to inbox me or DM me and you spell my name Erika, you didn't even look at my name on my social media profile. You weren't even paying attention.
You was not. And you didn't care enough about me to even.
Block.
So it really means you don't value me in the first place. So since you don't value me from the gate, let's not even get it started.
Not even value me, but you don't even, your attention span is not at a place where I needed to be to even have a conversation with you. No. Girl, I didn't even introduce you yet. We already go
all on the name because but that lets you know how serious like my name, that's me. My name is my DNA.
Right.
So
and I need you to spell it correctly.
With my name.
And I need you to spell it correctly.
Absolutely.
Because God forbid you try to cash at me or you try to send me a PayPal and you send it to the wrong Erika.
You're not even gonna get my coins to me.
You ain't gonna get my coins.
My name is in all things social
media. Get my coins together.
All my emails. You're not gonna get my coins to me correctly. And if you send me a paper check and then you spell my name wrong,
my Lord. Because the bank gonna give you a hard time.
My name is spelled wrong.
The bank is gonna give you a hard time. But that's Erika.
You don't misspell my name on the offer letter. Come on now.
If they spell your name with a C instead of a K, just send it to your sis. I got you.
Yeah. And vice versa. Come on now.
So listen, I am super duper excited for today's episode. Erika and I have been rocking, I don't know, for years, 2015, 2016.
Yeah.
We've never met. She is from OKC. I think we started out our online relationship on Periscope.
Probably so.
Periscope. And then I think we transitioned over into some community Facebook groups where we were some like-minded business community groups.
Snapchat. We were rocking in Snapchat.
Snapchat.
Yeah,
yes. Oh my God, Lord. And then I became a part of her community. She became a part of mine. And we have just been building both the kingdom and businesses together in harmony. And so, Erika, welcome.
Thank you. I'm so glad to be here. I am so hyped about this time with you. I'm hyped about sharing this space with you today.
Oh my gosh. So let me tell you. So Erika, she is all the things. She is a serial entrepreneur. Let me say this in the correct order. She's a woman of God. She's a wife. She's a mother. She's a glam mother. She is a nurse. She is a serial entrepreneur. And I love the way she inspires people on fire. Take that. I like that. Take that.
Yeah, I like that one.
Fire on fire.
I give you credit the first time.
So now you can catch her on her Instagram lives and Facebook lives. And when I tell you, you won't leave her live and not be inspired to get up and take action, either in your mind mentally or going off in prayer and meditation. Go to journal and write something down. Right, April? April said, yes, she is hot, on fire. Erika has a way with words, and she can impact you with such a little amount of time. Like, she don't spend a whole hour or whatever on Instagram. And so I really, really love that about you, because you are able to draw people in, no matter if they're just trying to get their life together, if they're trying to get their health together, if they're trying to get their spiritual journey together, if they're trying to get their womanhood together, if they're trying to get their coins together. And I really, really love tuning into your show. I may not always catch them live, but I always make sure to go back and watch the replay. So I'm like, oh, let me see what Erika talked about today. So I really do appreciate you taking the time out of your busy day, okay? Your busy day, to come and just share and bless our audience with some words of inspiration. And so, of course, you know that a Diary of an Impactor is about kind of pulling the curtain back a little bit and letting people in on what it's really like to build a serial business, to build serial businesses. A lot of people, this social media got people thinking that the game is easy, and that you just wake up and you popping. And people do not understand the cries, the tears, the blood, the sweat, the tears, the money that we lost, the friendships that we've gained and lost, family relationships, you know, people who just don't understand what and why we doing, just go get a job. Right? That's like cussing me out. But
I tell people all the time, and I know you've heard me say it on my lives, Jesus himself don't have to come back. Ring the doorbell, come in and holler at a girl before I go to work for somebody else ever again.
He got to drive me to the job.
He better put the address in my GPS. He gonna have to tell me where to go, who to talk to, what, like, it's gonna be clear.
That's why I said, just drive me to the job, so I know for real that this is my assignment.
Because I'm going to be the one saying, Jesus, if this is you, I need you too. Because I'm not going to believe it.
Now, do you believe that everyone is built for entrepreneurship?
I believe everybody can be if they want to be. Okay. I believe we really were put here to be in dominion. That's Bible.
That's Bible.
If you're in dominion over something, that means you rule over it. When you work for somebody else, you're not in rulership.
Okay, we're getting early with the thing. Let me scale it back for a minute. Erika, tell me about your businesses. What businesses do you have?
Oh my God.
Because we're about to go in with the congregation today.
Well, like you know, serial entrepreneur, I love business. I've always had a side hustle or something. My first business, I used to sell my candy. I used to take my lunch money and go buy candy and then go to school and sell my candy. I would break the nail ladies apart and sell them by the piece. Oh yeah, I always had a hustle.
You sell the pieces of the nail later?
Baby, $25 a nail later, 25 cents a nail later, don't play.
25 cents?
Hey, I
was telling my kids back in the day when I was like their age. Oh God, that sounded so old saying that. Back in the day when I was their age, a pack of nail later would be like maybe 9 or 10 in the pack. It was like really long, right? So you sold those for 25 cents each, because those were like 10 cents back then.
Yeah, but but think about this: if you were living in a situation where you couldn't get to the store before you came to school,
my God, you were making a killing.
I felt the pain point and healed it.
You put the pain point in the sweet tooth.
Hey,
and the lack of access.
Because we had the pickle. They didn't have a nail later or a Jolly Rancher to put in the pickle. So I provided what they needed to put in the pickle.
Put the peppermint stick in the pickle.
Hey, I had it all. I was put in the corner that opened up their coat and was like, what you need?
like on Coming to America with the guy with the jury and stuff.
But I had the candy. I had the ho-hos and the Twinkies and the cupcakes. Do not play. My mama gave me $10 a week for lunch. And I knew I wanted to kick it on the weekends. And it wasn't no money for that. It wasn't no extra money in my household. I had to make my extra money. By the end of the week, I'd be sitting on $25, $30.
So your hustle was nowadays in Jolly Ranchers. Now mine was Kool-Aid, the Ziploc bags of Kool-Aid with the sugar mixed in.
Yes.
For some reason, they just like to dip their finger or their pickle or their peppermint stick, and I will make a killing.
Yep. Have all the baggies and all the flavors.
All the flavors.
All of them.
And listen, yes, I did that middle of high school all the time. It's the whole come up. It's
You
the whole
asked me
come up.
about my businesses. So my husband and I, basketball. So my husband and I run a basketball organization. It's a non-for-profit. It's called Oklahoma Express. We normally have 6 to 8 teams every single year on the court. Our goal is to help those non-Kobe Bryants get in school. To help kids use basketball as a answer to a problem. Getting that education, getting that degree, getting them out of the situation that they're in. So that's one of the things we do. Outside of that, I'm a coach, a speaker, and an author. I have a coaching consultant agency that is called Shine Your Light, coaching and consulting. That's my heart. I love to help women find and own their shine. It is time for us to come out of the shadows and assist our king in getting the coins, assist our king and moving things forward in another way. I think a lot of times women think they have to take the back seat. And so those of us that the back seat, like it ain't happening, we kind of look like the oddity of the group. And so I want all women to know that they can have a position in the front of the room. I also am in network marketing. Anybody knows me, network marketing is my jam. I love to see people win. And so if I can help you win through the tool of network marketing, then I'm all for it. I am absolutely all for it. I also have a product line. So I have t-shirts. I have a devotional getting ready to come out along with a journal and a cup, because I'm a cup girl. So I feel like everybody ought to be a cup girl. And then my husband,
a
cup.
Oh, I thought you said cope, like C-U-L. I'm like, wait a minute.
I have a whole cabinet with all my cups and mugs.
Okay.
All by myself. So my husband and I both have a t-shirt line. He has his own line, and then I have my own line. And they all have strong messages. So that's what we're doing right now. We're actually getting ready to move into real estate investing. That's always been a dream of ours. So we want to make an impact on the community.
I love that. And you do, and all of this, you do, like all of these are your businesses.
All of those are my business. And on top of that, I'm a nurse educator because I've been a nurse for 21 years. So for the past 2 years, I've operated as a freelancer. Right now, I'm teaching all my classes virtually. When I'm not virtual, I'm all around the state of Oklahoma teaching certification classes.
Erika, you are all the things.
I'm just doing what God called me to do.
So let me ask you this. You have your own business. You have a business that you're building and making money for another company. You help people start businesses. You help your husband start business. You have a nonprofit, right? So it's like, so you have 4 profits, 5 profits, and then 5 profits. And then you have a nonprofit, and you're a mom, and you're a grandmom. And then I think you're a fur mom too, right?
Yes.
And a fur mom
too. And I'm a caregiver of my mother.
So let me ask you this. How are you able to do all these things?
You know, it takes a team. It takes a village. I am blessed to be on the other side of parenting. So all of my children are adult age. I never say adults because I cash app them frequently. So therefore, that lets me know they still need me a little bit. But all of my kids are adult age. And between those three, my girls, AJ, Kiana, and Darian, my heartbeats, and my husband and my soon-to-be son-in-law, we all fill in. We all do what we have to do and operate together. Also, I'm a planner girl, so I operate with the planner, lots of bells, whistles, and notifications to keep me in line. And I'm big on self-love and self-care. So when I need to pause for the calls, I'll pause.
I love how you say that you're a planner. So with that, I had a conversation with a client this morning, and she's coming to understand. I've been drilling this into her since day one of coaching, and she's been a client of mine for over a year. And you know how some people just need to go through the fire? No matter what you tell them it's going to be like, in spite of, they have to just walk through the fire to make sure that it's hot, even though you're telling them, girl, it's hot over there. And you talked about planning. Can you share with us the importance of setting boundaries. And what does boundary setting mean for you with all of your businesses, when it comes to your clients, when it comes to your customers, when it comes to your family? Because you have to have boundaries all the way around to be a serial entrepreneur. Can you talk about that?
That's, it's funny that you bring it up, because for the last 2 weeks in the She Shine Vision Academy, which is my coaching group, we've been talking about boundaries. I've been in my Facebook groups talking about boundaries because they're necessary. They're necessary, one, for you to operate at your premium level. Because if you keep giving and giving and giving, you're going to run on empty. And we're supposed to give from our overflow. I can't do the things and service those that I'm called to if I'm on E. Furthermore, why do you want me to jump on a call, show up to speak, right? Coach you through a process if I'm chugging because I'm on fumes. You want me to show up in my A game, especially in social media. Everybody has access to us. And sometimes you got to turn off those notifications. Sometimes you got to direct them somewhere else. If you inbox me, depending on what you're inboxing me for, I would direct you to where I want that communication to go. If I need you to email me for better tracking purposes, I will drop that. Hey, shoot me an email over here so that I can get back with you in a timely manner, because I may lose you in my inbox. Right. And in my world, no is a complete sentence. And I say it with no disclaimer, and I say it unapologetically. Mama, can you? No. Hey, Erika, do you have time? No. Erika, can I pick your brain? No.
Why is it hard for people to say no? I don't have an issue with saying no. I'm not saying I get up and wake up to look to say no to people, but I'm so clear about what I need to do. Like every day I wake up, I know exactly what I have to do for that day because it's already planned out. It's prayed over and planned out. So when there's people that's coming in my inbox or DM or text or a phone call and asking, do you have a quick second too? Can you look over this? Can you help me with that? Now's not a good time. Now is not a good time. It may not be no, but now is not a good time.
Not at this present moment. Because my planner, if I look at your planner, you got 2020 planned out. This pandemic, I'm in the
spring of 2020. If I can be honest, I'm in the spring of 2021.
Thank you. Right there. So if you know that I flow like that, like I have an outline, right? I have a outline across the year. And then I fill in the gaps. I focus a quarter at a time. And I build that quarter out. And I rock it. My planner is right here next to me. Mm-hmm. It never leaves me. Now, I may change the way I handle my planner, which I just recently made some changes in the way I do things since we're virtually. Mm-hmm. But it is everything to me. And once I got it, like I got it. Because I have to control my time. We only got 24/7. Right. We only have 24/7. And in that time, you need to eat. You need to nurture your relationships, right? You need to be mama, wife, grandma, first lady, whatever your roles are. And you need to pour into yourself. Mm-hmm. So you need to sit back and relax, take a bubble bath, go to the gym, go to the park, look at whatever you need to do. You got to get it in. And if it's your time, it needs to be non-negotiable time. And I noticed that once I shifted to being an entrepreneur, you would get those WYD. What you mean? What am I doing?
Oh, what are you doing? I had to ask my daughter. I said, what's WYD? Because I'm thinking maybe like they just misspelled or something came over with us. Like, what you doing? I don't even answer those.
Are you busy? What's my name?
I'm always busy.
Because I'm always doing something. Even if I'm sitting back, relaxing in your
busy. But I'm busy relaxing.
But knowing me, I'm relaxing. Right? If I'm reading, I'm busy.
Right.
I can't do it without a planner. I do a paper planner. I do my Google Calendar, notifications and alarms, but that's it.
I swear by my Google Calendar. I tell people all the time, okay, wait, if we're going to commit to this, let me stop what I'm doing right now and put this in my calendar, because if I do not, it's not going to be real. And then I'm going to forget. Mm-hmm. So let me ask you this. What was one of the things that you invested in when you first started in entrepreneurship?
My first investment was a book. I remember it was in 99 when I really knew that I was going to make the move into entrepreneurship. And I bought 2 books. Both of them were by Robert Kiyosaki. One was Cash Flow Quadrant.
Love that book.
One was Rich Dad, Poor Dad.
Love that book. I want to do a book club with those books right there. Because I think when we as people of color, we as people in entrepreneurship, we as people who are the generation first, all the things, right?
That's it.
I think it is imperative that we read that book because we understand money differently. We understand what we did not know about money growing up.
Mm-hmm.
And we understand how to maneuver and multiply how to manage, maneuver, and multiply our money.
Yes.
It's what's happen when you read that book. It's no more, let me Google this, let me hire this money coach, let me go to the bank and ask the banker. Nuh-uh. Mm-mm. I wish I didn't need to use the bank to hold my money. Like this, like I'm so far removed from banking industry. I wish I didn't need it to hold my money.
Yeah.
Like that's how much I've learned from that. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
Really? And now I'm into Forex trading. I'm like, you mean to tell me I can take my money and put it over here and just watch it, just watch it make money? I don't have to call nobody. I don't have to read nothing. I don't have to email nobody. I don't have to do these follow-ups. I don't have to I just watch it make money.
Easy peasy. Easy peasy. And that's it. We have to get our mind right. One thing I got from Robert Kiyosaki and him and his wife Kim's story was the value of the sacrifice. When they were living in the car and their friends, their friends were saying, just go get a job. Just do this. And they was like, no. Like they were adamant about that thing. I'm a nurse. I have a bachelor's degree. Your degree. Yes, we could go get a job. When this pandemic happened, I had more people looking me in my face saying, now what? Now what are you going to do? Because all of my work, most of my nurse educating work comes through freelance. I have 4 individual contracts. Let me tell you something. 2 contracts went on pause. Mm-hmm. One of those 2 out of the 4 went on pause for 6 days because me and my business partner from another contract got in the front and showed them how to do this virtual thing. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So we'd already been doing it.
Right. I remember.
We knew how to get on Zoom. We knew how to do this. I already had a mic. I already had the light. One of my new contracts, Erika, I love this. She said, do you have a problem being seen on camera? You know, I just started laughing.
That's
she
funny.
said, can you engage the audience? You know what? I'm not even trying to be cocky. I simply sent her to my Facebook page. I'm not trying to be cocky because I could tell her yes all day long.
But they have to see it.
Saw it herself.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something. Yeah. That contract is one of the sweetest contracts I have to this day.
And this is during a pandemic.
During the pandemic.
I tell, like, people say all the time, like, man, like, I don't understand how people are making money in a pandemic because there's always going to be a need. Figure out the need. Like, I have 2 clients who are event planners. Mm-hmm. And, you know, of course, like that is an in-person, in real time, in-person type of business, like physical. Yeah, it can be. Right. But there are still milestone activities, events happening in people's lives, birthdays, anniversaries, graduations. Yep. And there still needs to be some sense of memory being created for that. So being an event planner, and this is for anybody who's in the event planning space, right? So whether you're a DJ, you're a coordinator, you do the colors, you put the stuff together, whatever. You are blessed and gifted with the ability to create. You're just using the vehicle as being an event planner in order to magnify your gift to create. Mm-hmm. So create a virtual event experience because you have it all within you to do so. I told that girl she been booked ever since.
Thank you. It's about the pivot.
Ever since.
Me and you talked about this in the pre-call. It's about the pivot. So many people were boxed in how they do what they do that they couldn't pivot. Okay, so I'm a network marketer. I'm a presenter at our hotel meeting that we have every week. Okay, we can't have a hotel meeting. What can we have? We can have a Zoom. Up now, we can have a Facebook room meeting. Up, we have a private Facebook, secret Facebook group, and do presentations in there. We can do Duo, multiple people on Duo, multiple. It's so many ways.
So many ways.
Like, you quit, get out the box, get rid of the box, bust the box up, and go away.
I will say this in their defense: when they have not been shown an alternative way, it's hard to get out of the box. So I feel like people like us who need to be the example and show them what is possible.
Absolutely.
So they can get out of the box. I don't wave my finger and be like, you should know better than that. Why you doing like that? Because they maybe just don't know. That's like,
come on, let's have a conversation.
Okay, you in your 40s and you just learning this, that, or third about different ways about money. Yeah, because listen, growing up in my household, we either had it or we didn't, and that was the extent of the money conversation. It wasn't
exactly. There wasn't a conversation about saving and investing in the value of money. It was, who do you think I am? Who do you think you are?
Let me see after we get these bills paid. Well, let me work some overtime. And working overtime, that means you got to wait for the next 2-week pay cycle to happen. And whatever I wanted or needed at that time, I got to wait 14 days to get it. It's like, that's how we grew up.
Yeah. Yeah.
And no fault to our parents or whoever raised us. It's no fault to them. That's how they grew up.
Yeah. We're
first generation. We're first generation for being the roadmap and the road at the same time.
You're right. You're right about
that. That was a word.
You are so right about it. And even for like my kids, they're grown and I'm just now getting it. They're grown and it's now starting to come together for me. Right? So now what they're watching, now my kids are like, okay, let me look at this thing a little bit closer. I got a daughter that just graduated with her master's degree. So it's not that I don't value formal education. She's got her master's, but she also got a business.
Right.
Not one, but two.
Right. That's like I told my because I have 2 grown kids as well. And I told my one son, I said, if I know what I knew now, I wouldn't encourage you all to go buy a house. No, I want you to go rent an apartment, use the money from your business to go and buy income property. Use that property, use the income from your rental property and take that to pay for where you're living.
Erica, I got one better.
Go to school, get a degree, get a great job, go buy the American dream, go buy a house with the white picket fence. You're not making any money with that house. Now, yes, there's equity in that house, but you even still get taxed on that.
Exactly.
No, go buy some income property, boo.
I got one better for you. What I would teach them is one big house. We gonna all stay right here together, and you gonna do businesses, and you're gonna do this, and you're gonna do that before you leave this nest.
We are the only culture.
21 ain't grown. It ain't leaving the nest.
We are the only culture, and again, this is just from systemic.
Talk about
from generational of not knowing, but we are the only culture that I know of that can now wait for our children to get out of the house at 18. We, first of all, they suck up all our food, our air, our money. They got their own attitude, their own identity, and things start clashing. I get it. Get away from me. But at the same time, if you look at other cultures, I have friends of other ethnic groups. And I hear their stories on how their mother or father or grandmother is flying in from other countries to come live with them so they can take care of the baby, so they can build business, or they built a business and it requires some manufacturing, some production, and they're flying their cousins in, their grandmamas in to help to live in the house and help them make the t-shirts or make the whatever. And we're the only culture, we're the only race who quick to put our kids out. When in all actuality, when they hit 18, this is where all the mistakes happen. I tell people all the time, I'm trying to make enough money to pay for my money mistakes, to build my future, to build my kids' future, to fund their dreams, and to also fund their failures. Because when they hit 18 and start to experience life, good, bad, or indifferent, there's a money sacrifice that comes with that. There's a money attachment that comes with that. And most of the time that will break a Black household down.
You know what? And the sad part is, and people don't like, this is a sensitive subject. So I'm going to say that before I say it. Sandra Bland died because of money.
Yep. Because
they didn't have the money to post a bail to get her out of jail. Let's just be real. If you don't have the money or a community around you that can come up with the money. See, if you don't have no money, I'm sorry, you ain't got no power.
Erika, they just missed that. Erika, they just missed that.
I'm just telling you. My mentor Bland all the time.
Sandra Bland died because the family didn't have money to bail her out of jail.
$500
to bail her. Do you know how many of our brothers and sisters are sitting in jail right now because their families do not have the money to bail them out of jail?
They just want to get off. Why?
Or if they take their 500, 5,000, whatever that bail is to bail them out, that's gonna wipe that whole family out.
Then what we gonna do? What we gonna do?
Because everybody living paycheck to paycheck.
Yeah, or the less thereof. Because most people are living. Most people is falling short about 3 days before paycheck.
My God,
I remember.
I was one of them. Let me tell you how. So listen, I'm very transparent. I'm one of them people where payday was on Friday, and today was Monday, and I don't have no gas to put in my car to get to make sure I got to work to make the money to get to Friday. Yeah. But it was a couple gas stations. Come on, somebody. But it was a couple gas stations where you can put your card. Don't pay inside in the cashier. You got to pay at the pump. You pay at the pump, and it holds your car for $1.
Yes. Gas station right there.
So yeah. I know all about it. You know what I'm saying?
We used to write paper checks, and we used to float them checks. Come on. I'm telling you, when I got with God now. Listen, because I'm with God now, but let me tell you something. People need to be real and understand, like, this is not hard, but it's not easy when you don't have the right money mindset. Yeah. And you got to be willing to do something different. I remember when I started with the network marketing company that I'm in now. We're in travel. I love it. I would never, I'm sold out. But when I started, and this was only 3.5 years ago. Do you know I started for gas money? I just needed gas money to make it from paycheck to paycheck. And so my mindset was, if I could put one person in a week, right? $50 payout. I didn't have a big vision. If I could put one person in a week, that's $50 a week. That's $200 a month. That's gas money. That's it. That was my first goal in business. And then after I hit that goal, I was like, okay, well, if I can do this, what can I do with 2 people? Now, what can I do with 3? You mean to tell me the more I help other people make money, I'm helping their households and I'm helping mine? Come on, that just makes sense. It got what, and what people tell you, it just can't. It gotta be a trick. It gotta be a joke. It gotta be. And I tell people, listen, if you're gonna get into network marketing, there are some not so nice companies out there. Yeah. You have to watch the reviews, and you have to also look at the longevity. How long has that company been in business? That's number one. Number two, a lot of people are writing those reviews from a place of a poverty mindset. And they're writing their reviews from a pain point. They're writing their reviews from, I gotta do too much work, I gotta call too many people, but you gotta do that at your regular job. Let me tell you something. I had a young lady tell me, regular job. You're gonna answer emails all day at your regular job. Erika, let me tell you something. It hurt my heart so bad when I had this conversation with a young lady. This young lady was working 3, maybe 4 jobs at the time. And her issue was going to the meetings. I don't understand. You working 4 jobs. You ain't got an issue going to these 4 jobs, but I just don't have time for that. Why don't you? You don't have time for a job. You have time to go to a meeting and learn how to make some money? That's because people don't have, all they know is what they know. It's kind of like my mom worked 2 jobs my whole life, or the equivalent of. So it was either 2 jobs or overtime. Right. You needed more money, you worked more hours. That's exactly what I did. Can you say that again? Can you say that again? You needed more money, so you worked more hours. You needed more money, so you got more jobs. And then it was the infamous income tax, the exceptions. You would drop your exceptions or raise your exemptions up so they would take less taxes out.
I had a whole formula. I had got so cold with it because I used to, man, me and overtime were best friends. I was kill the overtime. I thought the president of the company was going to fly in and tell me, don't you work another hour. I used to kill the overtime. I had the income tax exemption so cold to where from January to June.
There it is, 6 months. You knew how to flip it.
I knew how to flip it so I didn't have to eat up on taxes.
So, but this is the thing though. That can be your family legacy, or this can be your family legacy. It's a choice.
That's it.
It's a choice.
It's a choice.
It's a choice.
And I tell people say, oh, well, I don't know. I said, listen, just pick a hard.
Because broke is hard.
Because let me listen. Being broke is hard. Being in debt is hard. Filing bankruptcy is hard.
Telling your kids, let's wait till payday and we'll see.
Not even let's wait till payday. I don't know. Let me think about it. Knowing good doggone well, it's a hard no, sis.
You already know. And when you say, when you think about it, they know it's a no too.
That's hard. Learning a new way to make money and get more of your time back. Learning is hard. You know what? I'm sorry. Learning is not hard. Applying what you learned is hard.
That's it. Gaining the knowledge ain't hard, but it's the applied knowledge where you really get your power in.
Let me tell you something. Jesus taught the disciples. That wasn't hard. But when the disciples had to go out there and apply what Jesus instructed them to do, they had to go to jail. Some of them died. So
they have to do the work. You got to be willing to do the work. And sometimes the work is behind the scenes. So you got to study like the palm tree. The palm tree goes down. Before it goes up.
Take off. Here she goes.
Palm trees are huge. Think if they that far up in the air, how far are they down? You got to be willing to do the work. And what's the work? That mindset. What's the work? Meditating. What's the work? Changing your circle. Come through, because Pookie and them can't go with you. And sometimes Pookie and them is right there in your household with you. And just because Pookie out my house is so flat.
I just put Pookie out my house because my thing is, Jesus said it's going to be a narrow gate and everybody can't come with you. Like that's like it's scriptures. It's in the Bible. I think it's in Matthew or John, right? But he says it's going to be a narrow gate. Matter of fact, he said pack light because it's going to be a narrow gate.
But we want to pack heavy. We want to take the bag.
We want to pack heavy. Everybody with us. Everybody can't come. Everybody can't come because everyone don't have the mindset. Because here's the thing: the more that you elevate up, the more God is going to bless you. It's going to be a new level of devil. And if you are packed heavy with a lot of poverty mindset people, a bunch of naysayers, a bunch of you can't fight that next level and conquer that next level. Pack light. Pick hard.
And like I tell people all the time, it don't mean you got to cut them out of your life. You just got to reposition them. You got to reposition them in your life.
I have a different.
Everybody can't sit at the table.
Yeah.
Some people gotta sit back there with the TV tray for a while because they're not ready.
Yeah, like the people who are not ready, you just have to just leave them where they are. And because some people like you can see that they're tired, right? And so you're presenting a different opportunity for them, right? Because you can see that they're tired, but they have to legit be tired,
baby.
And that timing may not be your timing. And I have to learn that just in business. So in my own businesses and then also in my network marketing businesses, right? People will come to you because they say, okay, I see you doing something. Like I always see people inbox me, like, Erika, I see you doing this business thing. I laugh. I think that's so cute. I see you doing this business thing, right? But okay, so I want to learn how to do it. And the first thing I say is, okay, how do you look at money? How do you look at money? And how much time do you have to learn about it? And how much time do you have to apply it? Because I can't even have a second conversation with you depending on what your answer is, I can't have a second conversation with you because I need your mind to already be there. I'm not in the convincing business. That's God's job. That's not my job. God said, bring me the desires of your heart. Don't bring it to me. Bring the desires of your heart to God.
But you know, when you have that conversation, you can look at that person. Because I want to know what you're doing with your gifts, talents, and abilities. Because it takes you back to the parable of the talent. If you are that last joker that hid it because he was scared, if you're sitting on your gifts, talents, and abilities because you scared, you worried about what somebody got to say.
Didn't the king call him a fool? When he buried his money in the ground, didn't the king call him a fool? Like, you fool?
Girl, lazy.
You didn't tell me that you didn't take his money. Like I told you to. You fool.
That was the Bible. It was a read.
The Bible called him a fool.
Read him.
You a fool for sitting on your money.
Read him. Checked him. Do you hear me? So my thing is this. If you don't get it, what do you want me to do? There has to be a stirring. There has to be a shaking. You got to open up your eyes and say, this is not working. This is not serving me anymore. And I got to do something different.
You got to do something.
You so full, can't nobody pour into you.
It's not even about being full. You're so not willing to be open to different.
Adamant. And we
not want to be open to different. Because I have to be the advocate for the person from the hood, right? Because I'm from the hood, born and raised. I ain't gonna say born.
People from the hood are creative.
That's what I'm saying. But
they creativity, they creative. And
but there's a scarcity mindset.
Yeah.
That is attached to being brought up in the hood, right? Like, we don't have a lot and we don't come from a lot. So when we get things, we tend to hold on to them because we know how hard it was to get it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, if somebody in our family get a job, you know, in most Black households, it's like, oh my God. We know how hard it is to get a job.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So to take that mindset and try to introduce them to an opportunity to have them shift and say, sis, bruh, cousin, mom, dad, you don't even have to work this hard. Let me show you. Let me show you how you can make the same paycheck working less hours, working a third of the hours.
But I love to have those conversations. I love to have the conversations of those that think they can't make it without the system. I love to have the conversations with our street pharmacists because I want them to see how creative they really are.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you taking that little check that the state is giving you and you living on it, oh, you got the Midas touch.
Now, where my heart breaks is when I hear people who get government assistance and they work a job and they say that they can't work extra hours because if they work too much overtime, it's hard for me to get out of my mouth. If they work too much overtime on their check, they're going to be cut off of a once a month government assistance payment.
But that's because they can't see past it. They can't see the next level. They can't see from glory to glory. They can only see.
I can't wrap my mind. So I'm gonna send them people to you because God's still working on my patience in that area. I can't listen. It's a process. He's working on some things with me, and I cannot understand. You mean to tell me that you are willing to turn down cash? Immediate cash that can be given to you if you work overtime on your check because of a once a month government payment that you get in stamps or another check.
Yeah.
But if you let me show you, so let's say you make an extra $200, right, on your overtime check. And I say, okay, out of this 200, if you take 99 and invest in this company, and I show you how to take this $99 and make 500 within 2 weeks, that's still more than what the government giving you. These people get like $120 in food stamps a month, and you mean to tell me that you scared to work overtime on your job? I'm gonna send them people to you.
You know, it's because they're afraid to walk away from what they deem is stable. I've had somebody tell me, I'm okay. I'm comfortable getting this paycheck. I'm comfortable knowing I'm gonna get this capped amount of money every 2 weeks.
Well, here's the thing. I'm not down on jobs. I'm
not
just
down on it, but I'm down on you're not open on the other side. Because I'm not saying quit your job.
I'm not saying quit your job.
But I'm saying take the pressure off your paycheck and come get this other money. That's what I'm saying.
Take the pressure off of your household. Like I'm trying to give people some more breathing room. Right? I'm not bashing people who have jobs. If you feel like entrepreneurship and having your own business is not for you, like, okay, you still need more streams of income. I was on the phone with my tax lady yesterday, and I was like, if I did not have these other streams of income, I would be in trouble.
Let me tell you something. I would not have made it through this pandemic because immediately my husband lost two streams. Immediately.
Mm-hmm.
Immediately, my daughter lost her job.
Mm-hmm.
When I say immediately, as soon as it shut down, game over. So our household lost about $750 a week, like this.
And that could take a family out.
My contracts went on pause, but you know what didn't go on pause? My network marketing check. No pause. No problem. Kept coming.
All right, we're back alive.
Uh-oh, is that you?
Yeah, that's my class coming back in from lunch.
Well, we're getting ready to wrap up. Erika, can you share with me some mistakes that you've learned from since being a serial entrepreneur?
Not being coachable. Not being open to new. Thinking because I had success in corporate America, this side was going to be easy for me.
Talk about it.
Because I was it in corporate America. This side was going to be easy for me. Those are probably my biggest things. Thinking people that everybody was going to like me and everybody was going to say yes. And that's not it. The bottom line is we're all called to a purpose and we all have a voice, and who is called to us will hear our voice and who is not won't. So my biggest thing was not being coachable and not applying what I learned fast enough. So the speed of application was a big
question from Carla. Carla said, what's a solution for helping the mind shift in our hood mind shift? I'm going to answer that, Erika, because I'm from the hood. And we have to have a conversation with them. We have to have an analogy conversation. Okay? We have to have an analogy conversation. So I come from a family from the street. Gang banging, dope dealing, right? And entrepreneurship is about supply and demand. And entrepreneurship is about customers. It's about marketing. It's about having the right product or having the right service, right? It's about knowing how to get repeat customers, right? And so if you explain that same analogy,
that's good,
to the person in the hood who's already doing it, they're already doing it, right? But if you just share that same analogy now, so let's say your family member is from the hood and they're not in the government game. They're in the government game. Depending on the government game, right? And you have to do another analogy because you gotta call case workers, case managers. You gotta submit all different types of this, that, and the third paperwork. You gotta go sit and wait in the waiting rooms until your number or a name or something get called. You have to sit there and surrender your whole life, right, for a few dollars. And not only that, but when you are receiving government assistance, and I know this from experience because I was a government recipient. When you're receiving government handouts, there's a cap. There's an income limit that you cannot supersede, or you can get that free handout.
Mm-hmm.
You have to have a conversation with your family and say, do you want to live limitless or do you want to live with limits? Because living with limits, that's like being in shackles. Being in shackles is like being a slave. So you have to break that down to them like that. Government assistance, prison and government assistance is the new slavery.
Absolutely. But the thing,
government assistance is the new way of slavery.
Can I interject right there?
Interject. Hey, I'm tagging you in.
The conversation takes time. And you have to understand that because their current mentality is generational.
It's generational.
It's generational. It goes way down and it goes way deep. So the conversation you're having is going to take time, which is going to take patience, which a lot of us don't really have.
You don't have it.
We really want you to get what we're saying so we can move on.
Right.
So we can get you to the win. Because most of us that have it, especially us women, we are so passionate and so full of fire when it comes to this thing. We want everybody to get it. And man, that conversation takes.
I've been trying to save people for years. I'm like, girl, let me tell you about. I don't know. Well, I see. Okay, sis. And now, years later, they come back. You still looking? You see, and it's like I gave you opportunity while it was at like a low investment rate. The price then went up now, sis. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you have to pay when you wait.
Absolutely, you do.
Carla said, how able we starting while young. Okay, so great. If I'm understanding the question correctly, Carla. So I have 4 children. I have 2 adult children. I have 2 that are younger. As I learn about money, I am teaching my kids about money. Like I start their bank account. I help them understand what it means to have a bank account and a savings account. I talk to them about interest, right? What it means to have like APR interest, a high yield interest account, because I learned that in my late 30s. I don't want them to wait 20, 30 years from now to learn the same thing that I'm learning now. Do you see what I'm saying? I agree. Great job. Thank you so much. Yes, it's a marathon. And that's the other thing. We are so impatient.
We want it right now.
We have such an impulse. We have such a satisfactory trigger, a satisfactory itch that we need to scratch. Our impulsiveness to go and buy things and to go shop and to go have, right? We have to just have them change what they're spending their money on that's going to yield them something. Like I told my son, you want to go spend $300 on an outfit, but if you took 99 of that 3 and invested in this over here.
First of all, you put of it and bought a book and read the book and applied what was in the book.
But here's the thing: you want to buy clothes to look good for what? Just help me understand that for what?
Let me go old school on you because you perpetrating a fraud, you faking it.
But for who? Because nowadays you can wear clothes and get paid money, right? So because we are in a new day and new time, it's not like back my grandmama would say, "Oh, dressed up dummy." No, some people can dress up, right? Because if you become a brand ambassador, there's something else. I'm going somewhere else.
That's a whole other conversation.
If you want to be an influencer on the gram and do it for the gram, and you are an influencer or a brand ambassador, and they send you free clothes to post and flex, that's different. Do you listen all day? But you mean to tell me that you want to take $200-300 of your money and just flex for no reason? Help me understand how is that making you money? Is anybody sending you endorsements?
No.
Like it got so. What we have to do, going back to Carla, what we have to do is we have been conditioned. Okay, somebody type condition in the comments. We have been conditioned to always be behind money.
Yeah.
So we're always chasing money because money has always been in front of us. And we have been in position to always be behind money. Work for the money, right? Work overtime for the money. Lie, sit in waiting rooms, get on government assistance for the money. So money has always been in front of us. We have to understand how to position ourselves where money can get behind us, where we're always attracting money.
Yeah. And we're creating money.
And we're creating money.
Created in the great creator's image, right? So when we own our rightful position, going back to what we talked about in dominion.
Can I say this? The first thing God did was create. And
he created with what?
They ain't even ready. The first thing God did was create.
Created with his word.
Not only did he create, but he created in order. Not only did he create in order, but he created consistently.
Yes.
Catch it. He created in order, and he created consistently. And then once he got the pattern down, he said, let me make some people to duplicate this process for me. We are made in his image. We were made to create.
Yes.
We were made to have dominion. Being on government assistance, being in prison, being a slave to money, chasing after money, that's not having dominion. Having dominion is having authority and leadership and control over what is yours. Waiting on food stamps, handouts, and stimulus checks, that's not having dominion over what is yours. Let me show you how to create your own stimulus check week after week. Are you open for that? If you're open for that, then leave a comment down below and I'll make sure I inbox you.
Woo!
Let's teach how to be Corona entrepreneurs, new normal. Let's go. Shar said,
that's it. That's it.
I'm just saying. So I'm so thankful that God has shown me grace and mercy. And he didn't take me out when I was in the street doing wrong. Because I learned about my business. I teach people how to make additional streams of income. So whether it's for your own business or if you want to do network marketing, whatever you have, right? And you are passionate about it and it can serve other people, I can teach you how to make additional streams of income with it. I've been blessed to do that. But I was taught that from street hustling.
That's it.
I was taught that from street hustling. Yes, I went to school and I have degrees in business, but I was taught the principles of multiplying money from the hood.
That's it.
From the hood.
That's it.
From the hood. And I'm not saying
look, it goes back to what your mama gave you to get better, to do better, to move better. To take that hustle mentality, right?
Because that was hard. Because that was hard. Okay? Yeah. Let's talk about that. That's hard.
Baby.
Pick your heart. Pick your heart.
Yeah.
So Erika, as we begin to wrap up, oh my God, like we can go all day. Oh my God.
No, I wish we could pivot.
I definitely got to bring you back again. But as we begin to wrap up, can you share with us where we can find you on social?
You can find me all over the social media streets as Erika Speaks Life. You can find out about my network marketing. You can find out about my coaching. You can find out about speaking. You can find out because just like Erika, I have my hands on opportunities and we're both here to help you get what you need in life. We're both here to show you how to get paid on what you're doing anyway.
Yeah.
That's all it is to it. So Erika Speaks Life. That's Erika with a K. No,
Erika with a K. Don't get it confused because you don't come to me. I'm gonna get her coins. She's gonna be mad.
Absolutely. Erika with a K, no C.
Yeah. All right. So as we begin to wrap up, is there any parting wisdom or tips that you can share for those who are watching live and watching on the replay, who is sitting in a place of stuck? They are tired of being tired. They want to do and live differently and don't know how. Can you share some words of inspiration?
One thing I want to tell them is immediately change the way they think. You're not stuck. You just stop moving. Point blank. You just stop moving. The best antidote to fear is motion. You got to keep moving forward. Even if the turn you make is wrong, at least you made a turn. And if you look around you, there's a beacon of light somewhere. Follow it and be open to new. Be open to different. So many of us miss the message because of the messenger. Because of the messenger. Just because the messenger don't look like you, don't sound like you, doesn't mean that message is not for you.
Erika, thank you so much. I appreciate you. I love you. I can't wait to hug you in real life because we taking flights next year. I ain't doing nothing this year. But
that's right.
We got to get together and we have to keep building the kingdom the way that we know how, right?
Absolutely.
Not the old biblical way, but the way that we know how.
The way we know how, because it's time for a change.
It's time for a change. All right, Erika. So I'm gonna let you go. And if you have anything that you want to offer or share, just drop a link in the comment down below, and people can go and grab it if they want to reach out to you for anything. Have fun, be blessed. Go make your impact because you're an impactor.
All right.
Thank you all so much for watching. I hope that something that you heard has blessed you. I hope something that you heard has inspired you. If you have been inspired about anything that you have seen on today's episode or heard, because this is going to be transcribed over to iTunes podcast. So anything that you have heard from this episode has inspired you and you are intrigued to want to know more, please, you can leave a comment down below or you can inbox me If you're over on iTunes and Google Play, you can leave a comment down below and I will make sure to reach out to you if you're looking to start your own business, or you have a business and you're trying to grow it and you need help in that area. Or if you have no desire to start your own business, but you want to make additional streams of income and you want to understand and see what those possibilities are like, just feel free to reach out to me and we will have a conversation and we will definitely go from there. All right. Again, do not miss your opportunity because of who the messenger is. Okay. Do not miss your opportunity because I don't look like I'm dressed up in a suit. Okay. Yes, ladies, let's go run down our dreams. Listen. Thank you so much, Angela, Carla, T. Lachey, T. Lachelle, April. Thank you all so much for being engaging on our page. I appreciate you. Denise, welcome. Thank you, Shar. Man, y'all came mad crazy today. All right, I love y'all. Until next time, be blessed. Be a blessing to others. You too will be blessed. Go make your impact. Carla, I will inbox you right after this, okay? Take care, you all.